Alright guys, we're back with war number 3 in Alliance War Season 28. We've got Kingpin making an appearance along with Black Widow, Clairvoyant, and APOC starting on Path 9 here for Section 1. This was not my greatest Black Widow fight against this Hazard Shift Korg. I don't think I really got into the rotation that I wanted, but we got through it anyway, taking special 1 to the face. I was just kind of out of sync here. I just used that special 2 with the bleed phase just to mitigate some of the healing there, some of the damage I'm taking. I was just all out of sorts for a little bit. I finally got onto the incinerate phase with the incinerate part of the hazard shift, and then just go in and finish him off. So I was just a little bit out of sorts. I didn't really get into the rotation I wanted, but Claire's great and got through it anyway. Here we've got Kingpin against MODOK on Hazard Shift. Kingpin has like a 60% chance to shrug off the debuffs, so I'm not too concerned about that. Plus I have willpower on the main account and he's a 6-star rank 3, so he's going to be healing up from his own rage stacks and the incinerate debuff, and then I can go in and parry heavy this MODOK and try not to get auto blocked, use my SP3 and barely take any damage, taking out this MODOK. Kingpin's amazing on Hazard Shift. And we're going to get a whole bunch of use out of him here. We're going to use him against the Hazard Shift Void here, so I don't really have to worry too much about Void's intimidating debuffs as well. So I can just go in and play pretty much normally with Kingpin, and I'm not too worried. I'm just, you can see there I ate up the intimidating debuff before it even applied, so that was great. Alright, next we got the junior account. We got Doom, Guillotine 2099, and Magneto. As you can see, we're boosting up pretty much for every fight. We've got this Gladiator Hulk on Ebb and Flow knockdown, but again, because he's magnetism, the node kind of doesn't really work because he shuts down the node completely. And this was the beginning of a couple times in certain fights, not just this war, some other wars, where like against this Gladiator Hulk, for whatever reason, my parry timing there seemed really off. And again, it might just be me, it could be everybody. Certain fights have been annoying, where I'm just hitting right through my block. I'm not getting a parry, I'm not getting a block. It can be very frustrating. This fight here, I hate fighting Ebony Maw on this node. You can see I had a invulnerability boost there, and I don't know what's going on there. I'm just getting clipped there. I think what it is I'm trying to go for some intercepts here. That's the best way that I know how to get through this Ebony Maw. You use Doom, you get an intercept, you get the shock on him, you can do the mid-combo stun, and then you can knock him down, and you don't have to deal with all this crap with his degens and his missions. And that's what I'm trying to avoid right now, because the node is it is good placement because there's no heavy counter here. So there I get my intercept, I get my mid-combo stun in. Again, that's what I'm looking for. And I think we just finish him off with a couple unblockable special 1s, and he's done. So I don't like that fight, but I can do it. Next, we have, what is this? We've got Steady Build at Fury, Heavy Hitter, Nick Fury, and Power Alternator. So all I'm going to be doing here is I'm going in with Magneto. I'm going in with a mutant, so I don't have to deal so much with his tactical charges. I'm going to go ahead and throw my special 1 as soon as I get it. I don't want to really give him too much power. I don't want to go to special 3. I don't know why. I tried to go in there after that special, and usually I can do that one. Instead I got clipped with a little parry there, but that's fine. Bait that special 2, attack back in. Again, I'm going to I can go ahead here and I can evade that last bit of the special 1 and attack back in. Here I have to be able to throw some intercepts, and that's not too bad. At the same time, I can just kind of let him go down. Again, here I can get a nice attack in after the special 1. I know he's unblockable here, so I gotta be a little careful. Just kind of hitting into his, at least just hit into his block, get him to throw that special one again, take the hits on the block, dash, like dex the very end of it, and attack back in, and we finish him off. Pretty happy with that fight overall. We're going to continue. Now, I think here what we did is we switched. We went path 9 for phase 1, path 5 for phase 2 for the main account. We've got this APOC, even though I screwed up the beginning there. I'm using APOC here in order to so that Moment can't shrug off my parries. I know it's ebb and flow intercept, so I do have to consider going in for the intercepts. The problem is it's also if you go for the intercept and you hit his block, then there's a good chance that gets that unstoppable, and he's gonna attack right back in. I think go for some intercepts. I think it's at one point. I'm trying to remember. I'm a little behind still on these war videos. But I figured APOC was going to have no problem getting through him, even without the getting the intercepts in. I think it was going to be just fine. Just want to bait out another special there. There we go. There's an intercept in there. Nice chunk of damage. Get a few more hits in with the Fury up. Another special one, and he's almost finished here. There we go. All right, what do we got next? Okay, this was fun. We've got Mr. Negative, also on Ebb and Flow Intercept Mighty Charge. So I just had to be a little careful here. I went in with Kingpin. I thought he would do just fine. And it's just a matter of keeping tabs of... I figured that the degen from my special one might prevent potentially the inverted controls there. I'm not 100%. I don't play Mr. Negative enough. I have him just sitting on defense myself. But this went pretty well. I spent most of it, I was just making sure that when he threw his specials, I'm not going inverted. I'm mainly tried to take specials on the block. I hadn't really fought Mr. Negative in war in a while. You can see even there I did go inverted, but I just kind of waited it out. And again there, waited for the last bit. He does have recoil on, so he's taking damage on every special. And was very happy with the result there. Alright, next up, we're on path 9. Got Magneto here. It's going to take on Mysterio because he's #metal. It's window of opportunity stun, one eye open. Just have to be careful to hold block at the start of the fight. In case he comes in, we're going to go for intercepts, and we're going to try and bait heavies. Not like that where you take it on the face. That's much better. Go ahead, spam those special ones even. I'm not going to have it really a chance to build up prowess too much on this one, but I'd like to push him to special 2s as much as possible because I don't have to worry about his miss mechanic. I can just bypass miss completely with Magneto, and that's exactly what I'd like to do here. Perfect, all done. Next up, we had a Thing fight. I didn't really bring in a specific Thing counter for this window of opportunity stun. It's window of opportunity stun and empowered immunity. I figured I can just get through this one with Magneto as long as I don't get the accidental parries. So here we got a nice little intercept going. We just got to keep tabs on his rock stacks. So here we're going to push him to 15. He's got a bar power. We're going to back off and then start attacking in again. We can get some parry heavies when the window of opportunity stun timer is down. So as long as I'm paying attention to that, it's not too bad. So again, we get him to 15 rock stacks. We back out. He plays along nicely, throws his special. Again, bait his special 2. And again here, we're up to 12 rock stacks. Just got to make sure that when we here we push him into the block, push him over a bar of power with the 15 rock stacks. He throws it again. And it's just the same thing every time. As long as I can keep tabs on his rock stacks, even if he turtles up, go ahead, hit into it, push him to a special 1. I have no problem with that. Here again, we're just baiting it out. Let's go thing, throw that special. Okay, drops his special 2. We come in, we throw ours. Again, push him to 15 rock stacks. He throws his special 1. I know I must sound like a record player at the moment, just on repeat. But that's what it is, and that's how I take down Thing. I used to take him as a boss all the time, but it's all about counting. Got a nice dex at the end of that one up against the wall. Use our special, try and get some spacing going. We're almost done. Don't want to get stuck against the wall, and we're finished. Perfect. Okay, next we got a second Nick Fury. We've got him with kinetic transference and feats of indestructible. So when I get to 2 bars of power, he's going to go indestructible for a few seconds. But for the most part, this one's just fine. I can parry heavy at the beginning, build up some prowess. I'm also using, I'm using a mutant champion against Nick Fury, so I don't have to worry too much about the tactical charges. Again, I can attack in after the end of that special 1. Here I was building up to a special 3, so I know that I'm going to go ahead and he's going to go indestructible for a few seconds there. But I can pull off some parry heavies here while he's still in his first phase. Bait another special 2. Actually, again, I find it much easier to bait the special 2, so I actually don't mind the kinetic transference to an extent if it pushes him to a special 2, as long as we can stay away from the special 3. There we go, another heavy, push him into a second phase. Just have to be careful, there's no heavy hitter on this one, so I can just bait heavy attacks and attack in. Here, I think we're almost done. Got a nice little intercept. We'll drop our special 3, and I believe that finishes off the fight here. There we go. All right, next we decided to take Black Widow against this Rage Annihilus here in the boss circle. I think the beginning of it was a little ugly once to get started. I think I did have an indestructible boost on just in case. There I finally start going with some, I finally got a parry in, but he got so much power there. Take that special 2 on the block, go with the intercept here. Just want to get his rod down. And there I made the mistake of realizing the unstoppable is still up. There we got our special 2. We intercept with the special 2. We put on the buff immunity on him so he can't get his cosmic rod. Bait that special 1, attack back in, throw another special 2, and he is almost done. So, clear, great as usual. And then here, this was super fun. Again, another hazard shift node, this time with stun immune for Black Widow Deadly Origins. We go in with Kingpin. Now they've got double edge and like recoil on, so it makes the fight even easier. But we get a couple intercepts, we bait some heavies, we drop our special 1. Kingpin is purifying all the debuffs, just increasing his attack at the same time. I like Black Widow special 2, very easy to counter there. Get another nice little intercept. Really happy with how this fight went. Just this special 1, we're just going to... I don't have to do anything, she just dies for the recoil. Now here was an interesting spot. I didn't realize that this node, and I think I mentioned this in the last one, has safeguard to the extent of only 1% health from a single source. So I came in here initially thinking that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this fight with Guillotine 2099. I'm going to be able to, I know how to evade his specials at the end of the fight. I can wait out the unblockable when he gets his healing, and then I can drop a special 3 at the very end. Unfortunately, you'll see I'm going to get to the very end of this fight. I'm going to get to almost 1%. I think I get down to 2%. And I dropped the special 3, but because it wasn't at exactly 1%, Guillotine 2099 is not able to finish the fight with the special 3. And my Guillotine 29 was who I'm expecting to do the boss with. So I had to pivot quickly and think of another solution in order to get my charge for the boss, with only like 2 fights left before the boss that are even possible to take. So let's see what happens here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to finish this fight off, no problem. We're going to back off during the, when Man-Thing gets his, anytime he throws a special under 50%, he's going to get a regen. And when he has a regen, he's going to be unblockable. And that's fine. I can bypass that as long as I'm good with intercepting my specials. Should be okay. Wait off the healing. Go back in and parry. So here I'm getting to the very end. I get to 2%. I drop the special 3 thinking, oh, this is fantastic. I'm going to grab my charge here. And then, nope. It reduces it by 1%. 1% remaining. I just have to tap him. And I'm now annoyed that I don't have my charge. So I'm looking at it. I go, okay. I asked my teammate, Rain Man, take your white mags, put the pre-fight on this MODOK. I'm going to go in and I'm going to take it with Guillotine 2099. She's #metal. She benefits from the guidance pre-fight. And I can't really get too many hits in on this MODOK, but I can parry heavy. I can parry maybe 1-2 hit combos. And I just go and slowly but surely I take down this MODOK with brute force, limber, spry, and I just go slowly, parry heavy, parry 1-2-3 hit combo, and we're gonna get this MODOK down with a special 3, and it'll be perfect for the boss. So sometimes it's good to be able to pivot and come up with an alternative solution here. It's not always easy to do this one with Guillotine 2099 because it's just a slow fight here, especially this MODOK. I like to get the Guillotine 2099 charge early in the war so I don't have to worry about this late. And in some wars we'll see in the future, I'll have planned out where I want to get my fight, and somebody goes in and takes it instead. And I put it in the chats. I said in the thing, please let me take that fight for the charge. They took it by mistake, and I had to pivot and try and find a way to grab a charge. But it's fine. We find a way, and for the third, this is our first, by the way, this is our first Deathless war of the season. The final boss fight, we'll see in a minute, comes down to the wire because I got a little cocky, and then as soon as you get cocky, you get clipped in the face, and then I almost died late in the game on the boss. We'll see that shortly, but for the time being, we're just going to finish off this MODOK. Lots of baiting special ones, parry 1-2 hit combos, and just get him down to 5%. There we go, 4%, drop a special 3, pull out his batteries, and watch him fly around the screen, and we take our charge. Okay, last but not least, we have our third, I think this is our third boss solo in a row. And we go in with our charge. We're feeling pretty good about here. And I think it's at one point where, I don't know if it was just the controls felt a little off, or maybe my connection wasn't that great. But there was a point where I guess I normally was trying to bait a heavy, and I get clipped. And sometimes that happens. You're going for the heavy, and then that little dash back right before he throws his doesn't quite work. So I'm feeling pretty good. It's usually only like maybe 60 to 80 hits to get him down, so it's not so bad. ramps up usually pretty nicely. Or maybe a little bit more with the 6-star rank 3. So right there also, there I couldn't get away from his part of that special too. And there, he got the little dashback intercept on me. That's what it was. I was trying to remember what screwed up. So I managed to, luckily I kept my combo there. And I'm like, all right, now I got to play smart here. I get the intercept in, I get a special one in. And again, I'm feeling pretty good. And I get another combo in there, and it's right here where I thought I was dashing back on that heavy. That's what I was doing. I lost my combo. I've already used my healing, and now I'm kind of screwed. And he's got like 8% left. I've only got 10. I can't take a lot of blocked hits here. I'm going to throw my special one, power drain him, bait another heavy attack. I can't take much more. And I barely squeaked this one out, but it's a Deathless War, our first one of the season. Good luck, guys. We'll see you in the next one.